Hello, welcome to another episode of The Heart of the Matter. Today we have with us Leila Fowler, who's also known as Funke, and we're talking about the Dress for Success program. Funke, thank you very much for coming to the Heart of the Matter.
Thank you for having me.
Could you please tell us about yourself and also the program that you run?
Like you said, my name is Leila Fowler, and I started a retail brand called Leila Fowler. And a couple years ago, I had wanted to start a charity program that would give back to the community, and I wasn't entirely sure what I would do. And time went on, and something happened last year, and it led me to think about Dress for Success and dressing women who might be going through a difficult time, a difficult situation. And that's what started Dress for Success.
So what exactly is the Dress for Success program?
We set up a retail space that has clothes that are set up that have been donated to us, and we invite women that we meet through different organizations, and we have what we call shopping days. So they come, we chat with them, we talk to them, they tell us about their stories, and they basically go shopping. They go through the racks of the clothes, try on different things, and at the moment we do 7 complete outfits, so they're able to go through the racks, pick out what they like, what they need, and they aren't charged for the items. So that's what we do.
Is it like, what kind of outfits? Work clothes or?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything, because we meet women from all walks of life, people that are working, stay-at-home moms, so we do everything.
So how do these women come to you? How do they know about it?
It's still a relatively new program, and as of now, I have met women through organizations run by people that I know. Hopefully the bigger we get, the more of an impact that we'll be able to have.
So how is this impacting the women that come to you? Because for what I see is it's empowerment, women empowerment. How is it impacting people?
It's something you'd probably have to ask them, because each person we've met has had a different struggle and have different stories. But from what I can say is, I know as a woman, when I'm having a bad day or I feel bad, you just want to go out and buy yourself something special. And it doesn't solve the problem, it doesn't change what has happened, but for that little amount of time that you're out and you've bought something you like, it makes you feel special. And that's what we try to offer these women, really. It's just a day away from whatever it is that they're going through.
So which brings me to my other question. So what is the power of a great outfit?
I think a great outfit is a confidence booster, definitely. You walk differently, you talk differently when you feel good about yourself. Yeah.
I think also, what I also see is some of these women, aside from what they're going through, they may not even be able to afford some of these outfits that they come and get from you.
We met some women from Dustbin Village, and Dustbin Village is a community that is formed on top of the refuge dump, and I won't say that they're not going through anything, but compared to some of the women that we do meet that are maybe ill with cancer or ill with something else.
I remember I was on Instagram, and then I saw a post, a woman saying that she thought it was a typical come and bend down.
She said, because she was a lady that I met through Project Ayodele.
Okay.
And Project Ayodele, what they do is that they train women that they train women to have a skill that can quickly be turned around into a fast income. And at the last day of their training, they were told about Dress for Success and how we would get in touch with them. And she said she threw away her flyer and thought, oh, whatever, it's probably a situation, bend down, boutique, pick up random clothes. And what we do is that because it's a whole day process, we don't try to see more than 10 women at a time, because it's actually a very lengthy process. And so she started getting phone calls from people that were at the Project Ayodele saying, have you heard about Dress for Success? Have you been? We got this dress. And so she said she was waiting. She called us. She said, I think you've forgotten about me. I was at Project Ayodele. No one has called me yet. And we're like, no, we haven't called you. We're just about to. We're just getting to your turn. And when she came, she said she couldn't believe it, because it's actually set up like a proper store. We don't want anyone to come and feel like it's charity. It's your day out. It's your special day out. Yeah.
Hold that thought. We need to take a quick break. Viewers, we'll be right back after the break. Stay tuned.
This union came out of the last empowerment we had at Oregun, and on the final day, you know, we were to graduate. A gentleman came in with a flyer to tell us about Dress for Success, and we were kind of making jest of him. We were not serious. We were not posing all kinds of questions, you know, that could ridicule him, you know, and he took pains to explain to us that this is a ministry that is in charge of clothing women, beautifying women. You say women, clothing women as in what sense? What kind of clothes? Are they bent down, boutiques, you know? Like women can be funny. And he now said, it's serious, it's a serious affair. I think last month, on a Sunday service, one of us walked up to me and said, "Mommy, have they called you?" I said, "Who?" He said, "Dress for Success." I said, "No, not yet." He said, "They've called one of us, Busayo." He said, "Didn't you see the outfit she came?" I said, "Oh, I admire her so much." "You mean they gave her those clothes?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Wow! You see, this thing that we took for a joke, look at what it has turned out to, which means they will call us, you know." And not quite 2 weeks, they called me. And my colleague outside there, we came. And just look at me, looking so beautiful, so radiant. Where would I have money to afford this now, if not for the grace of God and the link that He has given us with Dress for Success?
They called us to come, and then we came, and it was very exciting. We tried on clothes, as in different clothes, and it was like a very fun day for me, a very different experience from my normal day activities. And I felt really good, like really, really good, because I'm not really a dress kind of person. But it gave me a little bit of experience that you don't have to just maybe look anyhow. You can still be your normal self and look very good, and then attract the right people to you, your business, your life, everything in general. I think at the end of the day, we had so much fun, we lost count, and we took over, let's say 15 back. Yeah.
Dress for Success. I will start by saying Dress for Success, I envy them. Dress for Success is something that really amazed me. I was shocked and I was surprised. When I walked in here, when I got the call, we went for a training, and the guy just gave us a card and said, "As you know, women for who we are." We're like, "Which one? I beg, I hope no be okrika." You know, we were just joking about ourselves there. And so when my first sister in the church came back, she dressed so beautifully, and I said, "You are looking beautiful. Where did you get this?" "Oh, she's pregnant." He said, Dress for Success called me, and I got there, they dressed me up, they gave me a lot of clothes, and I was like, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yes." I said, "You mean they were serious?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Mommy, you will see a lot of them." And so 5 from my parishes, from the parish. So when others were, "Mommy, when are we going?" I said, "Don't worry," they said they will call. And so when eventually I came here myself, I was called, I came here, I was amazed. And so God will promote them. It's a passion that I envy. That somebody will just sit down and create a passion that I want to dress the women. I want to make the women beautiful. You can see the way I am. I look beautiful because Dress for Success makes it so. They made me beautiful. They create this opportunity for women to come around. Just enjoy yourself. Pick whatever look good in you. Like one would say, the one that will fit you. They didn't choose for anybody. Just choose what you like, what is good for you.
I met Dress for Success through Project Ayodele. My friend's mom enrolled me for Project Ayodele like the beginning of the year, but I couldn't make it for the first enrollment because that was when I lost my mom. So I had to hold on till the second enrollment. And when she told me about it, at first I was very excited. I just love going for all those kind of things. It's just fun, and you learn a lot of new things every time. So why not? And it's free. So why would I hold back? And really, basically, I wasn't doing a lot then, so I jumped at the offer. And after the Project Ayodele, we were all given a ticket to come to Dress for Success here. And when I came here, I was very amazed at the hospitality. Everybody they wanted to help you get your stuff ready and everything. When I came here at first, I was like, okay, so what's happening here? And then they asked us to come into the boutique to pick whatever we wanted, as many as we could and everything. I was like, oh, really? And everything was absolutely free. So I was, trust Nigerians. I just packed everything that fit me, and it was such a very nice experience. I want to say thank you to Mrs. Leila Fowler for just falling in love with us, I and my friend, and she wasn't proud. I was expecting to see a pompous big woman and, you know, saying, no, drop that, you can't take that and stuff. But she was like, you know what, if it fits you, you can have it. I was like, oh wow, nice.
There are other ways that you can empower the women, like the Ayodele project. It was a great empowerment by the VP's wife. It is something she sat down and then she designed it. Now you can empower the women by giving them something to do. You don't know how to bake cake, you don't know how to make soap, and then somebody is teaching you that free of charge. That is an empowerment. Now, when you get there, you need to use that to get what you want. By putting into practice, perfecting it, sell it, make your money. That's an empowerment. I think it's better than just put an 3,000 naira or 5,000 in an envelope and say, I empower you. That she might even spend before she gets home. And that's the end of the money. So nothing to talk about it. You know, somebody made me to be this. I never knew how to make liquid soap and all those stuff. And I was empowered with it. In addition with what I have or who I am, I'm trying to put that into practice so that I can teach another person. I can also use that to empower somebody else. So empowerment is not all about money. And I want to say here, if women could come up and then do what Ayodele project is doing or what the Dress Success is doing, it will take the women a very long way. It will take us a long way. Let's see if we have 10 in a church or in a province that could say, okay, this is what I'm passionate for. I want to empower the women. It's not about money. It's about what they have just did to us. They Dress for Success wonderfully. The Ayodele project is great.
I mean, it's good to empower women because, one, women will put good use to it. Look at the empowerment, what it has brought me. If I move out there, people, like with the makeup and everything, people don't go know me again. They will just still say my level don't change. I've gone to another level, you know. You know, it's so unique. Honestly, so wonderful. I can't express my joy since I came in here, since the last time.
Welcome back to the heart of the matter. We still have with us Leila Fowler Kuku. Leila, so what kinds of women come to the Dress for Success program?
So far, we've had the opportunity to meet all different women. I can't say there's a particular type of woman. We've had, like I said, stay-at-home moms. We've had working professionals. I had the opportunity of meeting a lady through the Pink Pearl Foundation who has stage 4 breast cancer. And we sat and she started telling me about herself. And she was so happy and telling me how I'm not going to understand what I've done for her today. And the truth of the matter is, hearing what she was going through was a blessing to me. So for me, the blessing was for me and not really for her. She'd been married 10 years with no children. And she said her relationship with her husband was completely upside down, problems with her in-laws. And one day she found out she was pregnant. She said she found out she was having twins, and she had twin boys, and she got pregnant immediately again afterwards, and she started feeling sick, and she went to the hospital and they told her she had cancer. And she had the opportunity of terminating the pregnancy or carrying it to full term, and she decided to carry the pregnancy to full term and then tackle her breast cancer after the fact. But by then it had spread, and her cancer is now terminal. She's got 3 children under the age of 3, and she said to me that she can't believe that she waited for so long to have children, and now she's not going to be here to raise them. But that the time that she did have left with them, she wanted to enjoy her time with them. And we had so much fun that day. Yeah.
Pray that she recovers. That's nice. In terms of the other, I noticed there was there was a bridal competition that you did as well. Yes. Could you tell us about that?
You know, for those of us who've gotten married, you know, you spend so much money on your wedding dress and your native attire and don't do anything with it afterwards. We were given a traditional outfit by someone, and we thought there must be somebody who's getting married who wants to be a princess on her wedding day and probably can't afford to. And so we put it out there. If you have a story, tell us about it if you're getting married. And a girl came forward. She lost everything she had in a fire. And yeah, we ended up making her a princess for the day.
Wow. And so what are some of your most valuable moments?
I think every time we sit and speak to someone and they tell us about themselves, that's a valuable moment. Because, you know, you learn from other people. You sometimes sit down and like, oh gosh, I'm having a bad day. And then you meet someone like the lady that I said that has cancer, and she's not walking around like, you know what, I've had a bad day. Or you meet the lady who's living in Dustbin Village. We have a form that we have people fill out so we can keep track of the people we help. And it says single, married, widowed, and she said she was a widow, that her husband had left her for another woman. So this is this lady that lives in Dustbin Village making us laugh by saying, I said, no ma'am, you're not a widow because your husband left you for another woman. But yeah, it's just sitting down and speaking to people. It's really a blessing for me to get to meet people, these women.
So you see, it's not just a shopping experience.
No, no.
It's more than a shopping experience.
Yes, we sit, like I said, it's a very lengthy process. So we try not to do more than...
Tell us a little bit about the process. What's the process like?
So we call the women and set up appointments for them. They come in and fill out a form, like I said, we can keep track of them. And because we're not just handing them clothes, so they can go through the racks. And as women, you know, shopping takes us forever anyways. So they try on stuff. I like this, I don't like that, I want this. They walk around the store, we take pictures of them, they become our models for the day. They tell us about themselves, we sit and have a snack, a drink, and then they go home. So sometimes to go through 10 women can take us literally from 12, sometimes we're there till 7 p.m.
And so what is the, is it like open every day of the week or?
No, we're open on specific days, which is why it's by appointment only. So we call the women after we get their information from the organizations that they come through. Okay,
so how do you attract them? How do you, I mean, what's the, do you do some publicity, or are they specific organizations that you have relationships with? So far, these have just been specific organizations that we have relationships with. Hopefully, the bigger we get, then we'd be able to work with, you know, we'd be able to meet other people or meet, yeah. So what's next for Dress for Success? I'm sure it's sort of outgrown your initial... It has. It has. It really has. I didn't think that it was going to turn into what it has turned into now. Hopefully we can get a bigger space. At the moment we're in a small room in Victoria Island. Hopefully we can branch out into, because we don't do shoes and different things because we don't have the space. So just dresses? So just clothes. We've had people call in and ask, okay, my children. So the dream is that one day we would have enough space to cater
to everyone. We would be able to offer mentorship programs to these women, counselors if they needed. But yeah, right now is one step at a time.
Because I can just imagine someone comes to pick up an outfit, but then you talk to the person and you find out that the person has been either physically or emotionally abused. She can't just go with her outfit. Yes. You need to then, you know, follow up, you know, connect her with different organizations. And so I can imagine it's a lengthy process.
It is. It is.
So for people that have clothes, that want to get involved, or people that want to support, so maybe it could be money, if it's a man that's watching the program, how can people get involved?
For right now, we are not accepting monetary donations. People can volunteer. We prefer for women to volunteer because women are more comfortable around women, especially as they're changing and walking around. But to donate, you can go to our website, which is www.dressforsuccessng.com. We have 3 different pickup drop-off points around Lagos. We also can schedule a pickup for you if it's more convenient for you to have us pick up the clothes. So yeah, so what we do need are clothes, and if you want to help, volunteers.
Okay, so what types of clothes? Any size?
Any size, anything, anything under the sun. We have women that are size 24 and some that are size 0. So every and anything, anything.
And both traditional and...
Everything. Anything you can think of. Anything. Ankara, lace, traditional, work clothes. Because like I said, we meet women that are 9-to-5ers and we meet people that are stay-at-home moms. So everything.
So do you also need people that counsel us as well?
Eventually. Once, like I said, we get more space and stuff, eventually. Because we really are working out of a very small space at the moment.
Awesome. We actually have this program is funded by Guiding Light Assembly, and we actually have a similar concept. It's called the Vintage Shop.
Okay.
So what happens is you bring your clothes.
You gently use clothes.
Yeah, gently use clothes, and they dry clean the clothes, and then we have like a shop, and so we sell the clothes, but we sell them for very little amounts, like 100 naira, different, very, and because sometimes people don't value what they don't pay for as well, and so the funds that are generated, funds that we make from the Vintage Shop, I channel to a project that we have in Obalende, called the Obalende Project. And we have a feeding team, so every week they go out and feed both elderly people and young people and children as well. And also there's a health team as well. So they go out at the weekends and they have some doctors who administer drugs and medication and diagnose. And then for serious cases, they refer them to like hospitals. We also, and sometimes fund the treatments. Then there's an economic empowerment and an environment team there as well, that they clear the environment, they build like wells and boreholes and things. So, and you'd think from 100 out to, sometimes when you look at the kinds of figures that come out of this shop, and the kind of impact it makes in the Obalende project is huge. It's a lot. So you would never ever think, when I asked you the question about the power of a great outfit, it has a lot of power, and also in women empowerment as well. There's the confidence bit, and just some people, things that people take for granted. So an outfit, yes, you've worn it once, but some people have never worn a gently used item before, So yes, I think it's a very noble thing you're doing. Yes, and we'll have your details, because I'm sure a lot of people want to come.
Yes.
So we'll have your details on the screen. But thank you very much for coming.
Thank you once again for having me.
Enjoyed speaking to you. And I'll probably be donating.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this episode of The Heart of the Matter. If you would like to be involved in the Dress for Success program, please contact Leila Fowler with her details on the screen. And you can also go on to their website. Thank you very much, and until next week, stay blessed.